Yo, what is up, guys? So, it's been a few weeks again, and I don't know if I ever elaborated in my last video, but it is summer, so yeah, I told you all about I've been doing stuff and having fun and yada yada yada, and that kind of continues. So during the summer I will post a little bit more sporadic, so to speak, because I mean, life, right? But anyways, we're back in the snake room and we have a bit of a random video for you today. So let's go see what will happen. So there are a few new things that will happen in this video. And first and foremost, bamboo pit vipers are gone. Yes, I got rid of them. It's something I've been thinking about for a while. Like, I love them, super cool snakes, but yeah, it was just something that didn't really feel right. You know, when I got them, I absolutely loved them, but now, you know, the honeymoon period is over, so yeah, it just didn't feel like this was the time to have them. And I feel like I'd rather have place for other species, you know? So they gots to go. And, you know, I'm a tiny bit upset about it. Just a tiny bit, because there were still awesome snakes, but this does give me an opportunity to get something else. And yeah, it's just how it goes, you know. When you're in this game, you kind of get new stuff, get rid of other stuff. It's just the name of the game, you know. And you know, I don't want to keep an animal that I'm not 100% sure that I want to keep, you know. And maybe I will get some in the future, but in that case, I would have to have a much bigger snake room. Because with the size I have right now, it is hard to have everything you want. Because, I mean, I can fit every species I want as a baby, but these animals grow, right? So, gotta be realistic about stuff. And yeah, pretty much everything I have to say about that. So let us instead focus on the animals that are here. And the one I want to focus on right now is this guy, Yucatan Neotropical rattlesnake. Because as you can see, he does stuff with his water, and he's also pooped. And I have to say, I really appreciate that he poops up close to the edge, which means I do not have to look around his entire enclosure, which is it's very considerate. Yeah, he's such a good snake. Good man. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pull him out, get that whole thing situated. So let's see if he wants to get out and be nice. Oh, look at that. Curious snake. Let's see if we can just scoop him up. Just like that. Oh, there we go, buddy. Could I please get the hook too? Thank you. Yeah, he is a really good snake. Yeah, I actually love him. So I kind of spooked him last time when I put the lid on, so going a bit careful is the right thing to do. I need to vacuum. That's for another day. So I'm just gonna gently move him over here. We can get right on to the poop and the water stuff. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna check the entire enclosure. Hopefully that's the only poop. Damn, it's crazy. I'm already so warm. I've been here, what, 5 minutes? There we go, nice and clean. I only found that one poop, but I did find a full shed, which wasn't really surprising. If you remember my last video, I did say that I think he was in shed because his eyes were looking a bit blue and stuff. And for a second there, I thought I'd gone crazy or something because I didn't see any signs. I mean, he's a pretty big snake and I couldn't see a shed anywhere. But all of a sudden he looked better and yeah, I figured he had to shed, but I didn't see a shed. Well, whatever, who cares really? I found a shed, it was just very well hidden. So that's the explanation to why he looks absolutely beautiful. Not that he wasn't a beautiful snake even in shed, but I think it's safe to say he looks a little bit better now. A bit hard to see with the lightning and the can and everything. Yeah. Come on, buddy. But yeah, I can perhaps see how gorgeous he is. I especially love the color down by the tail. Oh, such a gorgeous snake. And added a tiny little bead to his rattle, which is really a very small rattle. I don't know when he broke that off, but he did so at some point before I got him. And oh, go right back. Oh, hey buddy. Yeah, he's such a great snake. And he's probably hungry because he didn't eat the last time I fed him. Another indicating thing that he was in shed. And sadly I am out of food for him, but that will resolve itself very soon, which I will get to in just a minute. So we got another poopy boy, Errol. So I'm not gonna pull him out because he's crazy and he's in a difficult spot as it is, so I'm gonna use some tools and let's see if I can actually do this. So scoop up one poop like this. Beautiful, beautiful. That in the trash, and I did see another spot right up here. Nice, nice, nice. I didn't quite get all of it, so around there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. And he's a crazy guy, but normally he doesn't really care as long as I don't bother him, which I'm trying not to do. Ooh. Oh yeah, I better go clean out his water bowl and refill it. Are you thirsty, buddy? Yeah, that was a dry water bowl. The air where I live is super dry, so every water bowl kind of dries up super fast over here, especially in the winter. That's crazy, it's dry all the time. Anyway, it's so warm. I might need to take a minute, go out on the balcony, hope for a wind or something. So, it was really nice to get some air, and yeah, I think Errol was happy with some new fresh water and a little bit less poop. And don't worry about the tongs, I gave them a nice chlorhexidine spray down and wash off, so it's nice and all. But let's move on to Pink. Sheddy girl. Yeah, you can, I don't think you can really tell, but her colors are way darker than normal, so I think we can all realize what that is. Oh, sorry, honey. Yeah, she's not super fond of being sprayed directly, unlike the monocle cobra, if you remember him. He loved whenever I missed it. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go from the other side. But yeah, she gets kind of twitchy whenever she's hit with the mister. But sometimes she enjoys it, but most of the time she doesn't. And I think it's kind of safe to say that these ferns, they ain't gonna make it. Yeah, they do not look too well, especially the one in the back because it's kind of flat. But there's still some green, so yeah, maybe there's still some life left in them. Yeah, I guess that's enough. So I actually want to touch on something that kind of rubs me the wrong way, you know. So I watch other creators on YouTube, and of course I probably wouldn't do this myself if it wasn't for other people doing it. So yeah, I tend to watch other creators, and I did watch a video. I'm not gonna say who it is, but it's not one of the biggest, but it's a pretty big channel. Like compared to my channel, it's huge. But he said some things about cobras that kind of pissed me off a little bit. And he said that cobras do best in racks. Because, like, one, they like to be, confined to small spaces. And when you put them in an enclosure, they tend to, like, attack the glass, which absolutely is something that happens. But to claim that they do best in racks, it's just, it really promotes bad husbandry. And that pisses me off, actually, because one, no, they do not do best in racks. Yeah, they like confined spaces, but you know what, that's why we have hide boxes, or hides, so they can do that inside of their enclosures. And they attack the glass. Yeah, that's known to happen. I've had that happen to me. Like the monocle cobra that I just mentioned. When I got him, I got like 24 hours notice. I wasn't supposed to get him, but I kind of got him, you know, for free in a trade. He just brought it along and told me, well, you can keep it, or you can sell it, or whatever. He just didn't want it. And since I was so unprepared, I didn't have a proper enclosure to him. And the one I had was, well, kind of like the same measurements as the biggest Exoterra, which is a big enclosure for something like the Vogels. But for a grown monocle cobra, it's not. So he was feeling cramped, and you know, he had nowhere to go. So he was on edge the entire time he was living in that enclosure. And I get it, man. Like, you had nowhere, no room, no space, no nothing. Like a hide and a water bowl, like the most basic. It didn't have space for any decorations or anything. So yeah, whenever I got into the room, I was constantly banging against the glass and everything. And then I moved him into that enclosure, and he calmed down a little bit, but yeah, he still had an attitude, or yeah, he was defensive, because still it wasn't a very big enclosure for a grown monocle cobra. And then I specifically bought these enclosures for the monocle cobra. And you know what? When he had a ton of room to move around and hide and get away, he, like, from the first enclosure to this enclosure, it was like a completely different snake. He was super calm, and you could sit here right in front of him, and either he would like come up to the glass and like check me out, or he wouldn't care at all. And yeah, he became such a sweet snake. And sure, I did put in some work with him, getting him used to me and all that stuff. But the point is, just give them space. Don't reduce their space. Like, you can't put a grown cobra in a rack and says that this is the best thing for that animal. And you know, the only thing you have to compare with is an enclosure that is way too small, that has nothing inside besides a hide box and a water bowl. Because yeah, of course, it's still gonna have no room to really get away from you. Like Pink. Have you seen her act super crazy? No. Like, she's in there. I could do whatever I want to over here. She wouldn't care. Like, sure, she's a sweet snake, but even the monocle, who was acting crazy when I got him, when he was living, well, he was living down there, but still, I could grab his water bowl when he was inside, as long as I was calm and posed no threat to him. So yeah, I just felt like I had to address this, because it kind of pisses me off when you promote bad husbandry. Am I the best? No. But at least I try to give them more instead of less, which is pretty important if you ask me. Like, these animals live for quite a long time. At least make them a nice, comfortable home. Don't put them in a tiny, tiny box where they cannot even stretch out. Like, that's just insane. And that people still praise this or practice it. I mean, it's beyond. But yeah, I can see on the camera that I've been going on and on for almost 10 minutes about this. So let's move on to something more positive. Yeah, we actually have to feed some stuff. And let's start with him. He looks eager to eat. When is he not though? There we go. Nice big meal. Oh, it's getting so big. I will upgrade him in not too long, I hope. Although this dude is on top of the upgrade list. He needs a bigger enclosure. But we'll get to that. In the meantime, he doesn't seem to have a rough life. He seems quite content. Anyway, moving on. So this should be nice and quick. Mr. Vogely is a good boy, so there we go. No issues, and I still haven't fixed the lights. I'm starting to feel kind of bad about that, but they are not suffering. I know that much. I'm not even sure which one of these is the best eaters. They're both pretty awesome, which I love. Yeah, that is a cool snake. And so are you, buddy. Ah, I love him. Although he kind of looks a bit drab in this lack of light. So let's move on to these beautiful little squams. And she's actually turning into such a smoke show. Like, he's beautiful too, absolutely. But I gotta give it to the female. She looks absolutely amazing. Now she's getting big. That pinky actually looks small. That's crazy. Like when I got them, I was feeding them pinky heads. I did move them over to full pinkies. Well, her at least. Pretty quick. And I was shocked to see that she could actually take that down. But this is crazy. Like, I feel like I haven't had them for very long. And yet she's growing like a weed. He's a little bit slower. He's a little bit more finicky with the food, so I'm actually gonna stop recording because yeah, he's a hassle. I'll show you once he grabs the food at least. He takes forever to eat, so I am not gonna stick around to, you know, film all that. You're just gonna have to enjoy her instead. Pretty good deal. So he grabbed it, but you never know if he's gonna hold on to it. She's a bit easier. Although she's a pretty slow eater as well. So let's see what these guys are up to. Yeah, slow and steady. And slow and steady. And this guy, oh, I actually thought it would be done, but just about. Yeah, good boy, good boy, good boy. I can get some fang action perhaps. Or hide away from the camera. So, while they are chowing down behind me, and kind of behind me, just gonna explain a little bit about what I mentioned before, when I said that the food situation with the rattlesnake. Yeah, I did order some food and it's been delivered to a guy, and I'm going there tomorrow. And it's not just any old guy around here, it's a dude in Stockholm, so it's a few hours away, and me and my buddy are actually going there tomorrow morning. And yeah, for one, you know, we are gonna pick up the food. He also ordered some food, and maybe something a little bit more living might be coming here. Yeah, that's exciting. So to speak plainly, I might get a new snake tomorrow. I might even get 2 new snakes tomorrow. Yeah, I will get 2 new snakes tomorrow, which is pretty damn exciting. And yeah, unfortunately I will not film anything while I'm there. I might shoot something on the way there, and perhaps on the way home. Who knows? But I'm going on a little trip tomorrow, and I'm gonna see some pretty spectacular snakes. And I'm gonna come home with a couple of nice new additions as well. So that's super exciting, and I am very stoked. And if you wanna see what that is, do not switch away from this video, because it's coming, guys. It's coming. You don't even have to wait. I am gonna have to wait several hours. And I have been waiting for like a week and a half, or maybe even more. Well, technically I have been waiting for, I don't know, a month, even more, I think, to go up there. We planned this a long time ago. But that was for one snake. The second snake I've been knowing for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I haven't told anyone about it. It's been a little secret. So yeah, stick around. I'm gonna shut up now, and I might actually go to bed or something. It's 7. Can I go to sleep now so it can be tomorrow? But before we go, one quick little update. They're doing good work, and she's already done. What a beast. And he's working on it. So I'm gonna lock up here, take a shower, and just wait until tomorrow, I guess. The day I've had. It's been a long one. And yeah, I know I didn't film anything on my little trip, but you know, who cares really? That's not the important part. The important part is that I have been awake for almost 30 hours. The snake room is gonna shut down, well, the lights at least, in like 10 minutes. You know, I've been on my feet since like 7 a.m. and now it's almost 9 p.m. so I am tired. My brain does not work. But we do have some snakes to unbox, which is pretty damn cool, and probably the reason why you stayed till the end. So let's just do it, man. So I'm just gonna drop a few hints. The first snake will be going into this enclosure, which I have kind of juiced up a little bit, make it a little bit nicer than it was. And this is not a new species for me. It's not even a new species for the channel. I have in fact unboxed not one, but 2 of these, and I haven't had the best of luck. So yeah, I am pretty nervous about this actually, but you know, third time's the charm, and I'm pretty sure you know exactly what kind of species this is if you have been following the channel for a while. So less yapping, more unpacking. That didn't rhyme at all, but who cares? It's unboxing time! So this was not a fully planned snake for me to get. Like I said earlier, this trip has been planned for quite some time, and I kind of knew that I was gonna go back home with a snake, and just like a week and a half ago or something like that, I got an offer to get this snake. At first I wasn't really sure, but I did get such a fantastic deal on this one that I just couldn't say no. So if I can get the tail unstuck from this thing, I can introduce you to, damn it, oh there we go, to our brand new eyelash viper. So this is a beautiful, beautiful snake, and like I said, I got this one for such an amazing good deal that I couldn't pass it up. And you can see it's a yellow snake, but the odds are pretty good. You can actually already see it, that there's gonna be a lot of red in this little guy. So it's gonna be a yellow and red eyelash viper. And like I said, I haven't had the best luck with these before, so I'm gonna be watching him like a hawk. So let's see if we can get him to enter his new domain. A lot of stuff to climb on. You see there's some interesting black markings on him as well, which is kind of weird but also kind of cool. Makes him a little bit unique. Yeah, he never lived in a place this big before, so let's just give him some privacy. We can check out his new digs, all on his lonesome. And the second snake will actually be living in this. It's not as fun, but it is functional. And yeah, I mean, I know I can't legally have this snake in this container out in the open, but like I said, I haven't slept for a billion years, so I figure for the night she can stay here. And I don't know, maybe I'll just put her in there or in there. Whatever, I'll figure something out. So let's check her out before the lights go out. So this little girl is a little bit younger, a little bit smaller, and it's an absolutely stunning snake. I mean, the truly amazing colors probably won't show until a couple of sheds, but still, not even at this time, you can say that a blue insularis is a ugly snake. It's a blue snake. That can never be a bad thing. So this little girl was actually the whole reason for that trip. And yeah, I've had one in the past, and I've always said that I was gonna get another one. And here we are. Look at that. Already making herself known to the camera. That's a good sign. So maybe we do it like that. Ah, she's gorgeous. Oh, so let's see if we can put her inside her new little home. Very, very temporary home. Yeah, she's going right down. So it's pretty wet in this box because, you know, she's been on the road with me for the whole day, so I figure I'll miss quite a bit just so she can have some water to drink if she wants to. But these guys actually, that was a fail. But yeah, these guys actually don't need a ton of humidity. Like, if you didn't know, these guys come from the Komodo Island. And to be honest, the Komodo Island, not a super humid place. Actually, the climate there is pretty harsh. So, yeah. If you keep them in too much humidity, that can be very bad. And the lights are going off, so I guess we're done. So obviously not all the lights are going out at the same time, but they're going out at pretty much the same time. So I'm gonna keep this pretty brief. Also, again, I haven't slept, so I want to just get this over with. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. And if you would like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, you know, that would make my day, and it would make this channel grow, which is something I really want. And you should, of course, go check out my brother at West Bay Reptiles. And for you Swedish-speaking people, West Bay Reptiles Sverige. And I will link his 2 channels in the description down below. But until next time, you guys, I freaking love you. And I love getting new snakes. Duh. Yeah, anyway, before I start rambling, thank you. Good night. See you on the next one. Love ya.